Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, and in this video we'll show some of the main concept of API. Okay, in last two videos we'll show that some of the very important concept also, like what is query parameters and what is REST API. All of the things we saw far in the last two videos, and in video we'll also see some of the important concept in API. This video also is going to be theory, and later video will show in practical way how you can fetch data using API, and also will show how you can create our own API using REST API. So let's get started. In today's video, in this video we'll see that what is path parameter and what is JSON in this concept. Okay. So what are path parameters in API? Path parameters are values that part of the URL are used to identify a specific resource or provide additional information in the request. They are placed within the URL path. Okay, path parameter is not the if path parameter is optional, it's not the required. Okay, you can pass it or you cannot pass it, but you cannot throw it any error. Okay, so what is path parameter and how you can pass it? Like this, let's say you are using API, and let's URL might look like this. Like this is a URL, and this is 123 is the path parameter. You provide some information about the user. Mind the user in the user data there is a 200 user there. So you only fetch the 123 whose user ID. You want to fetch this data. You can pass this data, pass this information. Okay, this ID like this is called path parameter. You can use like this. Here is a path, and 123 is the path parameters. It tells the API when the user with 120 with ID 123. The 123 is dynamic. It changes depending on which user you want. Means you can change it in any way. Any user you want, you can change it. In documentation, this might be written as like this: user ID. In documentation, you pass like this way. Okay, when you create your own, when you pass a request, you pass like this: user ID. It's like a F string format. Okay, and where user ID means you want to replace it with any user ID. Okay, you pass a value, you given some input from the user, and you pass it there in user ID. This is how this is path parameter. It's not the required. It's you can pass it or not or not. Okay, it's not the that's very important. Also give otherwise it give through error. Not this. Okay, and next we saw that what is JSON. You also see the how we use practically. Also see in the later video. We just know first this discussing stuff in theory, and later on video will see the in practical way. Let's talk about JSON. JSON is JavaScript object notation. Is a lightweight data format used to store and exchange data. It's easy for human to read, write, and easy for machine to parse the generate. JSON is a data format. It's like a English of the in data format. Okay, in the coding area. Okay, because it's you can use any language. You work with any language in JSON. It's universal language like English. Okay, JSON is format like this. It's like a Python dictionary. Key value pairs. Okay. In the third bucket. JSON is very important language because in the JSON way you can pass the request to the API and also get the response and with your data in the JSON format. This is very lightweight and easy to read. That's why we use JSON is very lot. Why JSON is used in API? First of all, it's lightweight, smaller in size compared to XML. There is one right XML, but JSON is very lightweight. Language independent, can be used across Python, JavaScript, Java, etc. I I said that language is independent. You can use JSON in any other language. You can interact with any other language. Okay, like you are making a backend with Python in a particular website, and you are making a website front end with JavaScript, CSS, HTML. So you can easily contact, easily interact with both language with the help of JSON data format. Okay, because it's supported with any other language. Easily parsed. Languages like Python have built-in support to parse JSON. Like in Python, there is a built-in function .json. You can call this and you can easily respond the JSON data in the server. Also, you can send back the response from the server. Web friendly. JSON is the native format in JavaScript, making it ideal for web APIs. Okay, it also web friendly, and you can use it in for website development. Structure, perfect for sending nested or structured data like list objects. Okay, it's structure like list and object. That's why JSON is used most in industry also. And let we see there what is REST request body. Request body is the data you send to the server when making an API call. It's like lifting out a form. Okay, request body means what request you send to the server, what data you asked for. You write you pass through the request body. Okay, usually it's JSON format like this way. Okay, you can pass this way. You cannot pass the value. You can pass this key. You need this type of value. Like if you see that in restaurant analogy, the customer pass the menu, what food you asked for, pass the menu through API, means waiter to the kitchen, and kitchen bring back to the food to you with the help of waiter. This is called response. You saw what is the response. Request means you pass the menu which food you asked for. Okay, we pass through the waiter, and waiter here is the API. Okay, this is like same thing. And what is the response? Response is same, but is the data the server sends back to you after processing your request. Means you if you see the restaurant analogy, that what food you asked for through the API means waiter to the kitchen, and response body means you respond the your food. Okay, this is response. And if it is the data you asked for in get request, a confirmation of what was created or changed in post or put. Okay, an error message. Error message means there is not full available of what you asked for. The waiters send back to you and come back to you and say that this item is not available or kitchen. Okay, it is called error message of your food is ready, so the waiter come back to with your food. Okay, like recovery is most often used in JSON format. It is also used in JSON format. You also get the data from server in JSON format. You can also change it to CSV file or any other thing to work with. And the recovery, what you tell the server where the user I want to create, and what server tells you back user created successfully. Okay, like this way. Now what are headers in API? Headers are key value pairs sent with both the request and response in the API call. They contain important metadata about the request for response, but not the actual data, which is a body. Request headers. When you make an API call, headers are used to provide additional information that server may need to process the request properly. Main authentication used to credential. What is headers? Headers is nothing but a extra information. You can pass it or not pass it. It's like you bought a paid API. Okay, you bought a paid API, you paid it, so you have to pass some confirmation with the API with your request body, because you have to say that you paid person. How they website know you that you paid or not? You have to pass some token or password, So this is called authentication. You pass this authentication used to pass the credential like API keys and token. When you bought a API, uh, we uh, we extra paying some money, like you bought a open a API, so make your own chatbot. So you have to pass these API keys or tokens to see your paid members. For authentication, you pass through the headers. Content specific the format of data being sent to the request body. Like you don't need the don't need the data format in JSON format. You need the XML format. So you can pass to the headers in that you need the XML format. Tells the server which data formats and the client can handle, like JSON or XML. Content information about the client making it request browser app. Key content information about the client making it request. Okay. Response body. There is a send by the server in the response to provide additional details about the response. Type of content, the specific format of the data structure JSON XML. Provide status information about the request. HTTP codes. Okay, they gave you the response that what HTTP request you get, like if your data is successfully fetched, so it will say that okay 200. Okay, and it's getting an error, so they send back to an error code like 403, any other error code. I will see later video the what is error code. And location often using response to post a request to provide the URL of the data, URL of the newly created resources. Why are headers important? Headers are like authentication, are crucial for identifying who is making the request. Security, for security reason, headers are very useful. Content negotiation, they accept or content types. Headers allow you to specify the understand the format of the data you are exchanging. State management and state management. Headers like cache control help in managing how response are cached or handled. Efficiency, by passing relevant information in headers, you avoid unnecessary data being sent in the server in the body, making the request faster. You just pass the what is required. Unnecessarily you fetch the other data. It's not the good things. You can. That's why header is very important. Okay. This is called. This is the today's video. If you have any query, please write in the comment section. I'll help you out. I'll help you out. If you like this particular video, please give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.